It is item sorter time. So, as some of you may know, I have a large item sorter in the back of my workshop on my survival world. And this thing is one of the most helpful things when it comes to mining. I actually have a minecart system that delivers it up from my mine and allows it to be sorted out, allows the items to be sorted out all throughout these chests. And it allows me to know how much of a certain item I have because it can't get lost anywhere in other chests. Now I do have these chests over here, and these are just for normal items that don't necessarily need a place to be sorted because I may not have a large quantity of them, or I just don't get them often. But the ones over here, like cobblestone, redstone, and other natural resources that you can find in Minecraft, are you develop a large surplus of them, and it's good to just get them in one place where you can find them easily. And to the right side of this room I have a staircase which leads down into the smelting room, which automatically smelts iron and gold from ore to ingot, and it automatically puts this coal down into the furnace. So as you can see right here, we have my iron and gold, and if I really wanted to, I could have these sort separately, but I don't find that necessary, so I just keep them in the same chest. And actually I have a lot of stone in here. If you're watching the survival renovation series, you know what that's for. But so today I'm going to show you guys how to build this. So basically the items you're going to need are a chest, hopper, redstone, redstone torch, redstone repeater, redstone comparator, and then a random block, which I'll get into later. Okay, so basically I'll just give you a quick breakdown over here before we get into building it. So you have your chest right here. These are the ones that I have on display that you can actually grab your items out of. And then behind the wall you have a whole bunch of hoppers just stacked up over here. And each of these hoppers are going in a certain direction. And what this allows the items to do is you input your items in this chest, they go down, and as they go across, they find which hopper right here they can drop down into. So for example, if I put redstone blocks in here, they're going to drop down, go across, and the first one, they're going to see that redstone blocks are in here. And they're going to choose this path and drop into this chest. And same if I put redstone in. It's going to skip the redstone block because it's not a redstone block. And it's going to go down into the redstone. And it's a really neat little system, which it's actually very simple. I mean, this is all that's to it. However, it can be a little resource heavy when it comes to building in the survival mode. Now I would say that it's not too bad because I did it on my world, and it took, for a very large one, it took about 6 stacks of iron, which most people can gather up pretty quickly, so I don't think it should be an issue. Okay, so let's build it. So I'm gonna create a little platform like I did over there. You don't need to do this. You can just start on one flat surface if you can dig down into the earth. You don't want anything to be like 1 block below because you will have to go down just a tad. Alright, so I'm gonna just start with this. So we're gonna begin by placing your chest. Now what I like to do is place 2 chests next to each other, making a double chest, and I like to just repeat this over and over again. And this allows us to store large quantities of items in a small little area. And it prevents the chest from connecting together. Now, if for some reason you wanted to create a item sorter with just a single chest, you can do that. You just have to put a normal chest and then a trap chest and then your normal chest, just so they won't connect and make a double chest. But I'm not really sure why you would need to do that, but just in case you needed to, that's how you do it. Okay, so then after this, I'm just gonna do 3, but you can extend this as many as you want. You can have 40 for all I care. Like you can just keep going, but we're gonna do 3. Okay, so you want to start by, after you've placed your chest, you want to put a hopper going directly into these chests individually. So I'm going to right click on the side of this chest, and that will create the hopper connecting to it. So it should look like this from the side. And you just want to repeat that over and over again. So now all of those are individually assigned to each chest. From here, I'm going to build up again in this little formation. And if you are doing this on flat ground, just dig a small little trench right there and a small little trench right there. So if this is flat, you can see now. Actually, you know what? We're going to delete these 2 rows because we still need to put items down here. So next, what we want to do is come down 1 block below these hoppers and place a redstone torch on the back of these blocks. And this will be 1 block below the ground, as I was saying before. And then once you've placed that, just go ahead and cover those up with a block. Okay, so now we want to get a repeater, and we want a line directly behind this block with the torch on it. We want to put a repeater facing towards the chest. Now after that's done, you can cover those up too. So now we have that shape I was talking about at first. Now all you want to do is line your redstone all the way until you get to this last section. Right here, well actually, okay, so we will be putting comparators here, but first you want to place blocks like this. And then on these blocks, you want to put hoppers facing in to these blocks. So basically the exact opposite of what's happening with the chest hoppers. And this is what creates the filter hopper. So now, after you've got those placed, you can just stand on top and put your comparators facing into these hoppers. Okay, so now build up 3 blocks on the right side. You can destroy these after, but this is just so that we can place our chest down right here. You can face this chest wherever you want. This one's going to be hidden. And this chest is where this chest right here is actually this one. And this is where the items go that can't be filtered out. So, like I was saying, if I was to put emeralds in here, as you can see, none of these are meant to filter emeralds. So it's going to go straight through and into this chest. And that is what this chest is for. So, once you've placed this chest down, you can destroy these 3 blocks and begin placing hoppers on each one of these. And don't forget to crouch so you can just easily do that. And these hoppers should be going into each other so they can easily go across from the beginning chest. And actually, go ahead and place 1 more just overhanging the edge. And this is where your input chest is. Alright, so now we're finished with the redstone section, but we now need to make our filter block. So what you want to do for your filter block is choose a certain block. It really doesn't matter. It can be everything from cobblestone to diamonds. However, I wouldn't recommend using diamonds because you won't be able to use those for anything else. So you want to put your block into the anvil and you want to rename it filter. Now you don't have to do this, but it makes it easy. It makes it much easier to distinguish which items are you're filtering out and which items is like in the hopper for your filter. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. So, and it will cost 1 XP level to do this, but I'm sure you can easily get that back by killing a few mobs. Alright, so now that I have my filter block, you want to go over here, and on the middle row of hoppers that are facing nothing, you want to go in, and in the last 4 slots, place your filter. And leave that 1 spot open. And you just want to repeat this process throughout the whole row of hoppers. As you can see, I made a little mistake there, so you just want to grab that. Okay, so once you've finished placing all your hay bales in those hoppers, the comparators should have lit up. If the comparators lit up, everything you've done so far is correct. Now, what you want to do is choose what you want in each chest. So to do this, you go to that same hopper, and you put whichever item you want to filter out. Unfortunately, you do need 41 of this item for it to actually go into the chest. So unless you have more than 41 diamonds, I wouldn't recommend picking a chest to sort out diamonds, just because you'll never see them, or you'll have 41 diamonds that you won't be able to use for anything. And I'll quickly show you what I mean by this. So notice how there's 37 in here, and that number stayed the same. This will sort out redstone. However, until this number gets up to 41, it won't start going into this chest. I'm not completely sure why this happens, but that's how it works. So if I put this stack of diamond into this one, you'll notice how it starts counting down, and it will perfectly stop at 41. So let's just wait a second, and it stops right there. And the rest of them will be in that chest. And then we'll get to our last one, and we'll put redstone blocks in there. So this one's going to sort out redstone, this one's going to sort out diamonds, and this one's going to sort out redstone blocks. And once you've done that, your whole system's complete. You can now, let's see, let me just grab some, oh, well, we do have some diamonds. So I can just put some diamonds, and then I'll actually, to show you how some like what happens to the blocks that don't filter through, I'll just place in this redstone lamp. So I'll place in the redstone lamp and our diamonds. We'll just kind of wait a second. And if we open this chest, you'll see that the redstone lamp is now in this chest. And that is because there was nowhere for the redstone lamp to filter out. So if we go to our diamonds chest, we now have 44 diamonds in here. And it worked perfectly. There are 41 diamonds in here. And this is what I mean by you won't be able to use these because they just stay in here. And then there's 37 in this, but we don't have anything in either of those chests. So I'll actually grab a stack of redstone really quick. Actually, I'll grab 2 stacks. And I'll just start putting this in. And so this is actually at 42 just because the items are currently going through that hopper, so it just stays at 42. But you'll see that the items are starting to come down into this chest from this chest, and they'll easily just drop through. And that is all. It's very simple, and you can definitely do this in your survival world. So let me know in the comment section how it went for you, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.